your Zilla. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you. Happy Friday morning to you. It's 30 degrees where I am. It is snow on the ground. That's right. The S word has been said. Lord Jesus, we in winter, child. Here we are. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you all this morning. I'm going to kick it off with Thirsty Toxicity's virtual son, Ray J, who did way too damn much on Thanksgiving. My Lord Jesus, like, Princess Love had every rhyme and reason to divorce him, and every time he shows his ass, she is showing why she is free. Okay. In addition to that, Thirsty Toxicity's daughter, virtual daughter, that is, Nicki Minaj has to pay up as well. So can't wait to tell you about that. Then a lot going on in the world of 487. We'll get into that from the social issues point of view. Then iHeartRadio makes a big commitment against AI, a very, very big commitment against AI. So wait till you hear how big it is. Then, of course, something happened on the planet of Mars. We'll go to that story there. Then, of course, you saw those shoes, right? Wait till you hear how those shoes came to be. And then, of course, mistakes, accidents, idiots, what have you, this, that, and the third, were created to show us what not to be, just like the mistake Thirsty Toxicity is being in the world. The younger version of Thirsty Toxicity, Brenay Kennard, she said some words out of her mouth that she's going to have to pay for. We'll get to that. And finally, Viola Fletcher, a sister in the world of Black history that we need to respect, revere, and appreciate because she is no longer here. She went home at 101 years old. Yes, indeed. So with that being said, higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. Because one thing to know and two things for sure that over here on this channel, a lot happens early rolling.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it off right. But I'm waiting for you to start the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
Dirty.
Early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen Moonves, and shout out to the 9 people that were here. I saw you. Thank you for coming through. And to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You're absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. So we're going to kick it off with Thirsty Toxicity's virtual son, Ray J, making a muck out here. Okay, that's who we're going to start out with. Okay, we're going to start with Ray J, Thirsty Toxicity's virtual son. So we're going to kick off the show with that there. So this is from TMZ, child. And I'm just, first of all, why, and why? Okay? Here it is, y'all. Ray J gets arrested after allegedly pulling pow on Princess Love. This is no joke. This happened yesterday. Right here, I'm going to give you the story. We'll play that video here in just a little bit. Ray J allegedly pulled out pow on Princess Love and threatened to ill a man during a completely unhinged live stream. And the whole incident was caught on video. The chaos erupted early Thursday morning when Ray went live from inside his home, immediately ranting that he was having the worst Thanksgiving in the fucking world, claiming that someone was trying to take his kids and that he was also being threatened. So there it is there. Yeah, things were out quickly with Ray J appearing to snatch a hand pal off the table and loaded the pistol. We'll play the video here in a minute. Saying if these step foot close to this door, I'm going to blow this fucking ish away, bro. Storms off camera later, and moments later, he is seen yelling at someone off screen, ordering them to get out of the house, using them as trespassing. Princess Love then walks in saying she's taking their kids. There's Princess Love there and their beautiful baby girl Melody. That's when everything blows up a Princess, appearing to be holding their daughter Melody, accuses Ray of pointing a pal at her, repeatedly telling him, "You pointed a pal at us," and Ray fires back, saying she and her cousin are drunk. Seconds later, Princess claps back, calling Ray a woman abuser. Seconds later, a woman and man enter. The man confronts Ray, which triggers an explosion with Ray snapping, "I'll shoot the blank out of you." The camera gets set now as the audio keeps rolling. It sounds like Ray J continues threatening the man, shout, "I'll ill you," followed by, "Get out of my house before I pow you right now. I got power on me." Crying from a child can be heard. Silence approach in the background from the audio appears. Officers arrive and begin securing the scene, describing the home layout over their radios. It also sounds like Princess is speaking to an officer and explaining what happened at one point, saying, "My son told me there was a power on the table, but the audio is muffled." Law enforcement sources tell TMZ cops got a call around 4 a.m. to a residence in Porter Ranch. We're told the call came in as a possible DV incident involving threats. Officers arrived, cleared the residence, and took the suspect into custody. We've reached out to reps for Ray J, Princess Love. So far, no word back. And then, of course, the update right here. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Ray J has been arrested and is currently in custody at a Los Angeles area jail. He was put on a charge of making a criminal threat, and his bail has been set at $50,000. Now, I'm going to just say this. First of all, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know what has happened to Ray J. He is basically the spawn of thirsty toxicity and her virtual husband Kanye West at this point. I don't get it. I don't get it. First of all, dude, it's Thanksgiving. Like, this should not happen at any time, but Thanksgiving, bro. Number two, do you realize if you would have did what you did, that would have been broadcasted live around the world? And people wonder why we are pushing for power control so much in the United States. You're wondering why? It's because of thirsty toxicities and Kanye West's virtual son, Ray J. That's why. Just ever since Princess Love and Ray J have got a divorce, Princess Love has been killing it at World of Poker. She's got her spa going, her beauty salon, and just has been getting to the bags rather, okay? And with Ray J, it's just like you leave Raycon for a broken down version of the Zeus network with a $5 billion investment. And also, too, you were upset about not being invited to Casanat's pajama party. You got in a shower with a naked grown-ass black man during a Twitch stream live. You talked about Sukiana's coochie, saying you can still taste it in your mouth. Like, have you not noticed that you have been just on a downward path? Now, I know your virtual parents, Kanye West and Thirsty Toxicity, they weren't born to be anything of importance, but that doesn't mean that you can just run amok and do what you want to do. And Brandon, I'm sorry to you. I don't know how you put up with him as a brother. I really don't. If you need a new brother, tag me in, sincerely, because I worked for mine. I mean, good damn. Bruh. He should lose all his parental rights permanently. Terminate them to hell. And I don't want to hear, well, Braylon, you know, he is a black man. He deserves access to his kids. No. There are some women like Thirsty Toxicity who should not have the right to be a mother, just like there are some men like Ray J that should not be a father. I don't want to hear this shit. Because some of y'all might know somebody in real life with Ray J's type of energy or Thirsty Toxicity's type of energy. And my Lord Jesus. So please don't come to my virtual doorstep and tell me if I should or should not drag Ray J. No. There's consequences for what the fuck you do. Just like there's rewards if you do good. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Good damn. Here's the damn video. Trigger warning for everyone.
The worst Thanksgiving in the world, bro. Now I got my kids in here with me. Like, I'm not, like, ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, bro. On the down. They in my house. They making threats to me. You got here for anyway, bro.
And there it is, y'all.
Swear to God, I'm in my own house. And if these got foot close to this door, bro, I'm gonna blow this away, bro.
And yes, he did show that. TMZ put it up, so this is TMZ's video. I'm giving credit to TMZ. This is under fair use. Okay, so just showing you the severity of what's going on here. Just want to give you that context, connection before we keep going.
I don't give a bro. Leave me and my kids alone. That's some dead homies, bro. What's up? What you trying to do? Take my kids? Okay, take your kids. Watch how they cry. Take my kids because y'all drunk. Y'all want to drive drunk? Y'all want to drive drunk? Drive drunk.
Sir, you're not one to talk. You're the one who showed a whole pal on a live stream. The hell wrong with you? Now, I'm not condoning drunk driving either, but sir, you don't have no room to talk. Fuck.
Drive drunk, princess.
Right, you just
drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. You want to take my kids? You and your drunk cousin? Because y'all drunk as fucking y'all alcoholics? Take my kids then. Go ahead. Who's gonna drive? Tony, he's been drinking too.
I'm not driving.
Who's been driving? Everybody. I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed a gun at us.
Why you waking my daughter up?
You pointed a gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my?
By the way, that is y'all daughter. Okay, that's y'all daughter. Y'all both made her. Those are y'all kids. By the way, shout out to the 19 people that just came through. I saw y'all. Love you, value, appreciate you. That's y'all's kids. What the fuck wrong with you? Good damn. See what's going to happen with Ray J? And believe me, it's going to happen with Kanye West, Ray J's virtual dad, and Thirsty Toxicity, his virtual mama. They are going to run up on the wrong one, and they're going to get handled disrespectfully by the right one. Okay? Mentally and otherwise. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And y'all wonder why people stand 10 toes down in their commentary. That would be like spamming a chat of somebody saying who's real and who's not. Well, you probably ain't real in your own fucking life. That would be like misspelling somebody's name. Right? But yet you have no reading comprehension skills in your own life. That would be like coming over to somebody's channel to say what's good, but yet you're over there supporting hatefulness, toxicity, and everything in between. Either be over here or take your ass and stay your ass over there. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? And y'all wonder why we got the community we got. How am I funny? This ain't a funny matter. There's a woman and a child that could have been unalived on a live stream. We don't play that over here. Life is too damn short to just accept anything. Do y'all not know the words of Martin Luther King Jr.? Our lives begin to end. We become silent on the things that matter. Chat. Let's roll on.
Daughter out.
All I wanted to do was have a good thing.
Why?
And let me just replace that word of toxicity. That's like coming over here saying, hey, what's good, chatting up with you, this, that, and the third, but yet you're over there with hatefulness, bigotry, racism, sexism, disableism, and everything else. You can't be on both sides. Make your side and stay the fuck on it. Is that a little bit clearer?
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Ray,
Because you're selfish.
Delusional.
You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
and
drunk.
You're delusional.
I'm a woman. That's
Yes,
what drunk
you
people
are.
say. Like you're taking my daughter.
Grow the fuck up.
All right,
Seriously,
cool.
you need
All right. You're not taking my
Like,
son.
Ray.
Like I
Get
know
up.
you're not taking my son. Hey,
Don't touch him.
Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Y'all get out of my house. Y'all get out of my house.
Shoot me right now.
Oh, I swear to God,
Shoot me right now.
take my son.
No.
I hate you over the fucking head, bro.
Hey, you supposed to be family.
No, get the fuck out of here. You do it in my house.
Hey.
Bro, stop. I kill you. Stop. I kill you, bro. Stop. Okay.
I know you are, but stop. I'm trying to help you out.
All right, cool.
You good? Yep. Literally, then pop and pull up right now. Let's chill.
Cool. All right, cool.
Literally. Yep, we cool. All right, let go.
All that bark and no fucking damn bite. Yeah, we good. Motherfucker, you think you Ghost St. Patrick, but really you Tariq. And even when Ghost passed, because there's theories that Ghost St. Patrick is still alive, from the grave, Ghost is still controlling Tariq. You know what? You know what that scene is? Remember when Tariq had the pal to his head? And Ghost said, keep thinking you fucking smarter than me. Don't make that mistake ever again. That's what just happened. I feel bad for her too. Make no damn sense. Just a damn fucking shame. There was a reason why I wanted to rest yesterday, because I know how I get about kids. And when I go off about kids, I go the fuck off. I give not one damn fuck shit. Whatever. Kids didn't ask to be here. The least we can do is give a fuck about them. Because those are just kids who just grew up. Well, some grew up more than others. Some brains don't develop until after the age of 26, and some brains never develop after the age of 26. Don't at me if that ain't you. Jesus. That made no damn sense. So that's the bill, y'all. Oh my God. So here is Princess Love here. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Here we go.
To say anything, I kind of just reflect and make it about me and make it seem like I was drunk or it was all my fault. That is not the case. I went to his house. First of all, I just moved into my new house, but I went to his house with the kids because I wanted the kids to have a good Thanksgiving with their dad. He's been gone for a month, hasn't seen them, hasn't called them, and he wanted to spend Thanksgiving with his kids. So I said, me and my cousin and my cousin's husband went over there with my kids and her 3 kids, and we were prepping to cook the food for Thanksgiving. To say anything, I kind of just cook the food for Thanksgiving. And I told him before I went over there, don't start nothing or I will take the food and I will continue cooking at my house. I honestly don't know why I keep thinking we can just co-parent and be cordial with each other.
I think it cut out. So let me just say this. And by the way, Hasten, I am so sorry, beautiful. You were trying to give a compliment. I did not receive it at the time. My bad. I don't play about kids. I don't play about good men. I don't play about good women. I don't play about good people. This, that, and the third, trying to, do good in the world. So please forgive me for that. So welcome, man. Glad to have you here. I think I know why she keeps fighting, because she recognizes the assignment is bigger than her. But as Bishop T.D. Jakes said, sometimes you are born into pint-sized capacities. Sometimes you might have pint capacity spouses. Sometimes you might have pint-sized capacity friends. Sometimes you might have pint-sized capacity people that you support. Pint-sized this, that, and the third energy. And honestly, it is absolutely okay if you let him go completely, because guess what? That is not co-parenting energy. He was a vessel for you to get those beautiful blessings. Cut him the fuck off and move on. Ray J, I'm not wishing nothing bad on you, but at this point, brother, I'm not wishing nothing good for you either. That's an old saying. For those of you who don't know, if you never heard, I don't wish nothing bad on him, but I don't wish nothing good for him either. That's where I'm at with Ray J. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, because he's gone a bridge too far too many times. But now you do this? No.
Listen, I'm gonna say this because I'm not gonna let the story go to where it don't supposed to go. You in my house, we having an argument. All right, we grown-ups.
Did you just say we're grown-ups? Princess loves a grown-up. You a child. Moving on.
If you want to leave. The kid is upstairs sleeping in my bed. You want to go upstairs and take the kids, wake them up into this grown-up argument, which shouldn't have happened. Instead of letting them sleep, you want to snatch her and take her with you. Then you got a dude coming in my bedroom where my kids is asleep, and they're trying to get in my bed and take my kids because all of y'all are drunk. Y'all can't drive with these kids drunk. I'm not letting that happen. This dude is coming in my room, getting in my bed to take my kid. I'm going to defend my kids, and I'm going to defend my space. And now, when they call the police, no problem. I'm sure the police going to come and understand what I'm going through. Then I go to jail. I'm in my bedroom. They're in there snatching my kids out of the bed while they're asleep, and they're waking up yelling and screaming and crying. A dude is getting my kid out of the bed, bro. I'm going for mine. For my kids, I'm going to double down on that. Y'all can't do that. But you know what? It is space. And
Thirsty Toxicity and Kanye West. Get y'all virtual son together. Oh, I forgot. If the mom is fucked up and a piece of shit, should have been swallowed by a fucking mother, and the daddy is fucked up, a piece of shit, should have been swallowed by his mother, then that means the spawn is fucked up, a piece of shit, and should have been swallowed as well. So hell energy plus hell energy equals an open dimension. My Lord Jesus. God help us all. So Ray J was reportedly arrested after pulling that power on Princess Love, and then right here is that video. And shout out to Live Bites. I'm always getting the tea. Now, y'all, I saw this story too. You can't make this shit up. From complex.com, Ray J claims he had sex with 10,000 people, throws party to celebrate. Okay. Let's keep going. The sexy can-eye singer also claimed some of his female friends have reached and led 45,000 partners. Now, Ray J says he recently celebrated having over 10,000 bodies. The 44-year-old singer made the claim on Monday's episode of the Bagfield podcast with co-host SO World, Heineken, and DJ Clue at the 27-minute, 30-second mark. In the video link below, the sexy can-eye singer described the party where there was confetti. People applauded him for the milestone. Who are these people? So we can out them and know who not to talk to, who not to work with, so we can know who the fuck to avoid. Because what? Here's what's crazy. I just did the big celebration. They did the whole confetti at Bobby Booby Trap, rather. He said on the podcast, celebrating 10,000 bodies for Ray J. He clarified, it's probably like 11,900. I don't know if that's for sure, but I know it reached 10 once I got all the way there. It's unclear if Ray J, who often resorts to trolling and has recently called a crash out a viable business strategy. This dumb motherfucker. I literally said to my mom yesterday, why are the people who are trying to do good can't get to the door, but the people who are doing bad are going through the door? What? Crashing out a viable business strategy. Well, I mean, if there's a delusional audience like Thirsty Toxicity got over there, I guess a crash out works. But child, eventually, the crashing out you do for business ends up fucking up your soul and your mental, which has ramifications for the life that you live in your reality, not virtually. Child, like my mama always said, money don't change people. Circumstances don't change people. Platforms don't change people. It just amplifies what's already in them. Okay? Is being serious about this claim. Earlier in the conversation, Ray J claimed that some of his female friends had extremely high numbers of sexual partners. I know some of my homegirls got 45,000 bodies, he said at the 24-second mark. The co-host reacted in shock with Esco World asking how the fuck they got 45,000, Ray J. And Heineken adding 30 racks. She's supposed to be dead, my end, while joking about the impossibility of surviving that many sexual encounters. By accident, she should have had AIDS 100 times, bro. Herpes 10,000 times. What are we talking about? He added. Despite the credibility and laughter from the host, Ray J remained unfazed and insisted, listen, it's some with 30, 35, or 30. And that's the story there. The fact that this man said that she should have had AIDS 100 times, herpes 10,000 times. Y'all don't know. No. We got to call things out as they need to be. So we're gonna go to our good friend Kempire, who has an update here. So here we go.
Ray J is out on $50,000 bond after making criminal threats against his estranged wife, Princess Love. And now Princess Love is speaking out and saying that Ray J needs to go to rehab.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire Channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So yesterday we uploaded a video for you guys in regards to this breaking story that Ray J was arrested for making criminal threats against his estranged wife, Princess Love. He's now free on $50,000 bond. If you missed that video, you get to see everything that Ray J did and said during the incident, which was very concerning in front of both of his children. So let me just give you the update in regards to what TMZ reported yesterday. They said Ray J's a free man, at least for now, because there was speculation because it is a holiday that Ray J would end up in jail over the weekend. They said after posting $50,000 bond and beelining it to the bail's bondsman. They actually have photos of him at the bail's bondsman smoking a cigarette. The entertainer was seen leaving a Los Angeles area jail Thursday afternoon with his entourage in tow. Just after hours, he was taken into custody and booked on a charge of making a criminal threat, which was caught on live stream because he was on live stream. Ray J, dressed in an all-black fit, kept his head down and took a call as he walked out, showing no interest in answering any questions. Instead, a man identifying himself as Ray J's manager did all the talking, telling the Pap that Ray called him from inside and he came right over to get him out. Soon after, Ray was photographed outside of Bill Bond's office, cigarette in hand, looking like he was trying to take the edge off after a chaotic night. We're told that he headed inside the office, then came out for a smoke break. TMZ broke the story, as you know, that Ray J was arrested after an explosive fight with Princess Love that played out on his live stream. At one point, Ray was seen grabbing a hand gun and loading it. And moments later, Princess Love accused him on camera of pointing the weapon at her. She also accused him of being a woman abuser. And the person that is his manager is Whack 100, for those that didn't realize it. I see the photograph, and it's Whack 100.
Now, I'm just going to say this. If you got to have a manager who proudly announces himself as Whack, then guess what? All of your business dealings are going to be whack. Okay? Just know that. And not to mention, dude, do y'all see this picture? Whack is looking over here. Ray J's looking over here like, yeah, we good. Yeah. You see anybody else around? No, I ain't seen nobody else around. But there's a camera right there in front of y'all. Dumb and Dumber. But that's disrespectful to that movie franchise, right? So, child.
Who came to get him out of jail. According to online records, Ray J's court date is set for December 19th.
What do we need a court date for? He did this on a live stream. What the fuck do we need a court date for? Lock his ass up. He need to be in jail and stay in jail and never get out of jail. Like, what are we doing here? My God. All he's going to do is act a fool again.
Well, Princess Love is now speaking out on her social media.
I just want to say, I've been doing a really great job at protecting my peace and staying off of social media and just going to work, taking care of my kids, minding my business. I love my kids, and I would never do anything to put them in danger, including leaving them with a man who's waving a gun around. I would never do anything to put my kids' lives in danger. I'm the best mother, and I do it alone. I take my kids to school alone. I go to parent-teacher conferences alone. I put them to bed alone while you're out here running around the world terrorizing women and abusing women.
That part.
What I'm not about to do is let you deflect and not take accountability for your actions, for pulling a gun out on me and my cousin's husband because I was trying to take my kids and leave your house. I agreed to come over there and cook for Thanksgiving because I wanted you to be around your kids with me present, because the last time I left them with you, they found you naked in a bed with a woman. And when I tried to ask you about it, you told me to fuck myself.
Wow.
My name is Julie. I live in...
Wait a minute, child. Wait a minute. What? So, you got your kids downstairs. And, you know, the kids aren't teenagers, right? So, they have mobility, but they can't just be 13 and stay downstairs, not come up and stuff. But you got your kids downstairs, You get in upstairs and you were paying attention to your kid. But yeah, you gonna stand down for yours. My God. I mean, just this must have been Ray J's mindset right here. This was his reasoning to Princess Love.
Time is slipping away from me. Yeah.
Time was slipping away from him, and then here is a interior shot of Ray J's mindset.
It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days. Where the hell that bitch live at?
Listen, that Mitch lives out in California. Shout out to Nene Leakes, y'all. Let's keep going.
Chief Senpai. Last year in 6th grade, something happened to me, so I ended up transferring schools. Well, I used to leave the house sometimes, not as much, but it was also because I feel like I like staying in my room, staying peace and quiet, but sometimes it will get to a point where I didn't want to come out. I was just sad all the time, crying all the time. Sometimes there's drama, sometimes it's like a normal day. Well, then my mom found Talkspace, and that's when I started. It helps me with a lot of emotional stuff that I have going on. I started thinking about myself and doing what I want instead of what other people want. I've been all right going to high school and just getting prepared for freshman year of high school.
Now, you probably are wondering why I actually allowed that commercial play out, because usually we skip the commercials. But if Ray J does not stop what he's doing, his children might turn into a Julie where they might not want to come out their room because they want peace. Now, we all know Dr. Phil is a quack, but he did say some things that were right. One of the things that he said was, you can't blame the children when you wrote on the slate of who they are. Let's keep going.
And look, I believe Princess Love, because at this particular point, Ray J has told on himself. We've seen the unhinged behavior on social media, in interviews. We've seen it play out. We just saw it play out on The Breakfast Club. So she has no reason to lie. We've seen Ray J with the antics. We haven't seen Ray J with his children. We literally saw Princess Love attend the Boys Mind tour with her 2 kids. Ray J was not in sight.
And that I don't run shit over there. So take accountability, Ray. Do better. Check yourself into rehab, because you're more than drunk. You're not about to sit.
Here's the other element in regards to this. They're still married. I believe that Princess Love needs to take the necessary steps to get her divorce and also get
she was divorced. I'm with Kim Pye. Fucking divorce him. Good damn. Princess Love Lee sounds like a nice, better name anyway. Moving on.
Custody of these kids. If you're the one taking care of the kids, and I don't know, you know how sometimes the families get involved and the families are like, girl, don't take him to court, don't do this. I don't know if Sonia Norwood is saying any of that. However, she needs to take those steps, especially now, because if
at this point, Sonia knows her damn son and she knows her damn daughter. At this fucking damn point in time. And honestly, too, it's really sad that a stepdad is going to be better than Ray J. I would be a better dad to these kids, and I would be a better husband to Princess Love than Ray J never was. That's sad. It shouldn't take an outsider to be better than an insider. That's a fucking damn shame.
If he is dealing with drugs or other substances and you can't have the kids with him on their own, you need to get that with the court understanding that, not just some sort of verbal agreement that you guys have. You need to get this now in court. You see how it's escalated to what it's escalated to. Your kids are not safe with Ray J. And I can say that because we've seen it on video. The kids are not safe with him. I don't deny that Ray J loves his children, but he's not in the right frame of mind to be.
I'm gonna have to disagree with Kempire. He does not love his children because a real one would not be doing that to his kids if he gave a fuck. With all due respect to Kempire, like, comment, share, subscribe to Kempire. Great commentator and content creator. But I vehemently disagree. Ray J does not love his kids.
Parent or a partner.
He's just an older version of. He's just another version of Kanye West, I meant to say. And he's the male version of thirsty toxicity.
Or anyone that you can rely on at this particular point.
Here and try and make me look crazy when I am the best mother since the day my kids were born. I've been the best mother, and I'll take that because I am. Everything I do for my kids, including being around you when I don't want to or have to. It's crazy. I'm going to continue to pray for you and pray that you get the help that you need. Because waving a gun around and leaving guns everywhere around your house is not okay.
Let me just pause this. Not everybody deserves prayer. Because some people will pray on you. I remember when Melody Cherie said, well, I'm going to start praying for my enemies even though I don't want to. Child, that's because not everybody deserves prayer. And I don't want to hear from none of you. Because there was somebody on YouTube that played a clip that said, if you aren't sinning, Jesus died for nothing. Go talk to that bitch over there before you try to call me a Mitch. Okay? There's nothing wrong with protecting your fucking peace. The reason why some of y'all are in pieces because y'all keep listening to curses. And the reason why some people are in peace is because they protect their energy to be a blessing to themselves. Okay? All right. Because we're not doing this shit today. Oh, no. We're not doing this shit today. No. I got time today.
I did nothing to you to deserve that. My cousin's husband didn't do anything to deserve that. And never again.
We are looking for people who want to run their own hologram zoo.
So it was her cousin's husband that got into the scuffle with Ray J when Ray J had the pow, pow, pow and was threatening to unalive the cousin. As I said to you before, Princess Love, I get it. You've been in a toxic relationship with Ray J that has commingled your money and everything like that. And maybe that's part of the reason why you feel probably stuck. And we've talked about this before, why women or partners stay in this cycle of abuse. But this is why you have to get out.
Yep.
And this is why people that are around you, if it's your family, if it's Brandy and Sonia Norwood, everyone needs to rally around you and protect you and those two children.
That's the priority.
But if they do not, then you need to eliminate yourself from them as well. You need to be around people that are going to support the fact that you need to prioritize the safety of your children. And the safety of your children, point blank period, means that they can't be around Ray J till he gets help. It's been very clear. We haven't said anything because no one has really said, oh, Ray J has a problem. This is probably like the first time that someone that's in his life is saying that he has a problem. It's been very obvious to the world because some of this behavior is like, okay, this is not normal Ray J just being a troll on social media. He looks tired. He looks like he's not sleeping. He looks like he's on something. And his behavior is giving us that. And this is why I always find it interesting when people have Ray J on their platform. I don't understand how you interview someone that you can tell is under the influence of something that's irresponsible and it's exploitive. I hope Ray J gets the help that he needs, but at this particular point, that is up to Ray J.
Yep.
I actually thought it would be a good thing if he spent the night in jail because maybe he would sober up. But that's not necessarily enough. Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts and opinions. We have another update. I've really stayed away from talking about Ray J. There's been a lot of stuff going on with Ray J. The Kardashians are suing him.
Yep.
He's now countersuing them. We found out based off of that lawsuit, apparently there was some sort of settlement between Ray J, multi-million-dollar settlement between Ray J and the Kardashians. I haven't even talked about it because Ray J, talking about Ray J, people like Ray J, I feel like feeds Ray J's ego, and he continues with this behavior. But here we are. Guys, I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now.
Well, shout out to Kim Powell. I'm sure talking about Ray J does feed the ego, but if you are getting into the fact of kids, no, he deserves exactly what he's getting. So now we're going to move on from Thirsty Toxicity's son, virtual son that is, and Kanye West's virtual son to now Thirsty Toxicity's virtual daughter and Kanye West's virtual daughter, okay? Shout out to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25 years. Court threatens to auction Nicki Minaj's $20 million home. Now, if you don't know who Nicki Minaj is, she does not support Megan's Law, which protects children. So she hates laws that protects children. She's also a PDF file supporter, and she's also a MAGA supporter. Yeah, Nicki Minaj will say that everybody's hating on her and copying her and this, that, and the third, and her life is in danger. But yet, everybody who she talks about is bigger than her. That's why I call her Thirsty Toxicity's virtual daughter. Let's roll on. All right, y'all, and also to Kanye West's virtual daughter, but let's roll on. The rapper faces losing her California home after failing to pay a security guard who sued her and Kenneth Petty. Nicki Minaj could be forced to say goodbye to her multi-million-dollar California estate as a Los Angeles judge moves forward with plans to order the sale of her home. The decision comes after the rapper failed to pay a $500,000 judgment stemming from a lawsuit filed by a security guard who claims he was assaulted by her husband, Kenneth Petty. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Cindy Pacino indicated during a Monday hearing that she intends to grant a motion requiring the forced sale of the property to satisfy the outstanding debt. The ruling follows months of inaction from Minaj, who has yet to sell the judgment despite losing the case years ago. So a forced sale means that this home is going up for sale and there's nothing that she can do about it. Let's keep going. The judge weighs her options. Judge Pankow told the courtroom she plans to move forward with the ordering of the sale, but wants to ensure all details are properly addressed before finalizing her decision. She's currently waiting for documentation from Bank of America showing how much of the mansion's $13 million mortgage has been paid since Minaj purchased the property in October 2022. The home is now valued at approximately $20 million. The judge also expressed concern about what might happen if the property doesn't sell for its full market value at auction. She explained that if bidders fail to offer the complete $20 million and the sale does not generate enough money to cover both the mortgage and the judgment, she would need additional evidence to determine the next steps. A follow-up hearing has been scheduled for January 22nd, 2026, giving both parties time to gather the necessary financial documentation. How the lawsuit began. The legal troubles trace back to an incident in Germany in 2019. Thomas Weidenmuller, who worked as a security guard during one of Minaj's performances, filed a lawsuit against both the rapper and Petty in 2022. According to his complaint, he was attacked by Petty after allowing a fan to join Minaj on stage during the show. Weidenmuller alleged that the assault happened in Minaj's direction, claiming she ordered her husband to confront him over security lapse. The situation escalated into physical violence, leading to the lawsuit that would eventually threaten the rapper's real estate holdings. a costly default judgment. Minaj's legal troubles were compounded by her failure to respond to the lawsuit after it was filed. When a defendant doesn't answer a complaint or appear in court, judges can issue a default judgment in favor of the plaintiff. That's exactly what happened in this case, resulting in a court order requiring Minaj to pay $503,000 to Wendy Miller. So that would be like saying that you're going to take people to court, but yet your ass ain't going to show up because you ain't got shit. And not to mention, too, you were all barking no bites. Thirsty toxicity is virtual darn Nicki Minaj, ladies and gentlemen. The connection is real. Virtually real, okay? I'm being facetious when I say the virtual son. That's not true. I'm just saying birds of a feather flock together, whether you're famous or not. There are evil people in the world, okay? Despite the judgment being issued, Minaj has not settled the settlement amount. This non-payment prompted Wendy Miller to file a motion last month asking the court to force the sale of her home to collect what he's owed. The motion argued that selling the property was necessary because other collection efforts had failed. The mansion at stake, the Hidden Hills property in question, represents a significant investment for the rapper, purchased for $13 million in late 2022. The estate has appreciated in value and is now worth an estimated $20 million. The home sits in one of California's most exclusive neighborhoods, an area known for celebrity residents who prize privacy and luxury. If the forced sale moves forward, the proceeds would first need to cover the remaining mortgage balance before addressing the lawsuit judgment. Depending on how much of the mortgage has been paid down for the past 2 years, there may or may not be sufficient equity to fully satisfy Wendy Miller's claim. What happens next? The January hearing will prove critical in determining whether Minaj can keep her home or if it will be sold at auction. Judge Pankul's decision to wait for the Bank of America statement suggests she wants a complete financial picture before issuing her final order. For Minaj, the situation represents a cautionary tale about the consequences of ignoring legal proceedings. What began as an alleged assault at a concert has snowballed into a threat to her real estate portfolio, all because she failed to respond to the initial suit. The case also highlights the power of default judgments in the legal system. When defendants don't participate in their own defense, courts can make decisions without hearing their side of the story, leading to outcomes that might have been different had they engaged with the process. As the January hearing approaches, all eyes will be on whether the rapper finally sells her debt or loses her California mansion to satisfy a judgment that has been outstanding for years. So here it is from XXL magazine there. Yes, that is Nicki Minaj, child, at the United Nations, child. Just you know, I don't get the world we live in today. I just really don't. When you treat people right, people will treat you right. When you treat people wrong, people will treat you wrong. Okay. Moving on, child. Speaking of, y'all, when I saw this story, I had to bring it to you. When I saw this destination, rather, I had to bring it to y'all. Look at this from Variety.com. Rush Hour 4 in the works at Paramount per the president's request. Yeah, I know. The president of the United States, who's got bigger issues to deal with, said, listen, I know a lot's going on. A lot of stuff I don't have to be responsible for. But hey, can you make Rush Hour 4 for me? What the hell? What the hell? What? Let's talk about it. Lord, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Rush Hour 4 is in the works with Paramount on board to distribute the newest installment in the buddy cop series. The long-staying sequel is reportedly the beneficiary of some Oval Office intervention. President Foysam has personally requested that the studio provide the franchise. As reported by Sim4, Brett Ratner, who directed the first 3 installments before his career was derailed in 2017 by the Me Too allegations. Child, hang on, sorry, trying to get myself adjusted. Is returned to direct the 4th film. The filmmaker has gotten close to the first film while directing the Malayan documentary, which Amazon paid $40 million to release. Rush Hour 4 will see the return of original stars Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, will mark Ratner's first feature film since 2014's Dwayne Johnson-led Hercules. Oh my God, Paramount will be paid a flat distribution fee to release Rush Hour 4 theatrically, sources say, and won't be on the hook to market or finance the film. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers, whose New Line label backed the original 1998 Rush Hour and the sequels in 2001 and 2007, will get first dollar gross, meaning the studio receives a percentage of box office revenues before the financiers recoup any costs. Multiple distributors were approached after Warner Bros. Let the director and producer shop the new Rush Hour around town, but none want to be attached to Ratner's involvement. The original Rush Hour, which follows two police officers who are forced to work together to rescue Chinese diplomats abducted Dar, was a huge hit with $244 million globally. The two follow-up films, Rush Hour 2 and Rush Hour 3, were even bigger commercial successes with $374 million and $258 million respectively, despite mixed reviews. In the time since those films dominated the box office, comedies have mostly fallen out of favor at the box office. It is unclear the timeline. Rush Hour 4, though Chan, whose martial arts was central to the hijinks of the plot, is 71 years old, while Tucker has not headlined the movie since the 2007 Rush Hour 3-quel. Paramount, which was recently acquired by Skydance, needs new films to populate its slate. The company has a goal of moving from its current 8 annual releases to 15 by 2026, 17 by 2027, and 18 by 2028. Paramount's new chairman, CEO David Ellison, is the son of Larry Ellison, one of 47's most prominent financial supporters. 47 has publicly praised Ellison's leadership of the media company. Ciao. Rush Hour 4 is coming back because of the President of the United States. It's crazy work. crazy work. I really couldn't believe it. I'm just like, I know you lied. What? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my Lord. I was just flabbergasted when I saw that. So anyway, there is more going on here, y'all, from Atlanta Blackstar.com. Hit dog Collar 47 explodes after report stands up to him calling out his tough decline, and his pay name Colin proves she hit a nerve. 47 came out swinging this week, proving once again that nothing riles him up faster than when someone suggests he might be tired. Instead of brushing off a New York Times analyst about his dwindling public schedule, 47 treated like a personal attack and turned his response into a spectacle only he could create. The piece co-written by Katie Rogers highlight major changes to 47's day-to-day activity, fewer appearances, slower mornings, short afternoons, and noticeable signs of wear shift that anyone watching him for the past year could have spotted. And by the way, shout out to Ring of Fire and Pharaoh Ballard, who have pointed this out. Many people in media have pointed out that the president's health is declining. Like I said, he has a condition where blood can't flow to his heart. His leg can be amputated at any time, but yet he's the healthiest president of all time. And by his birthday next year, I believe, there will be a UFC fight at the White House where the president will be 81 years old. But he made fun of Joe Biden for being old. Okay, child. The analysis noted that he shaved 39% off his public schedule compared to the early stretch of his first term. Instead of starting around 10:30 a.m. like he used to, his events now often begin after noon, with his work days in and around the same time, despite containing far less actual work, according to the Daily Beast. As the story gained traction, 47 leapt onto Truth Social comment. The radical left lunatics in the soon-to-fold New York Times did a hit piece that perhaps I'm losing my energy. He wrote an out-of-the post insisting the paper was all purposely negative. Then he took square aim at Rogers, calling her a third-rate reporter who was both ugly, both inside and out, before assuring his followers that his poll numbers were the highest ever. Child, 61% of people do not like the president of the United States. And we saw that the former director of the Congressional Budget Office said that his economy is done. Right, we did see that in the CBS report with Major Garrett. He claimed that he had a perfect physical exam and comprehensive cognitive test that was aced, just recently taken, declaring that it would be a day where his energy dips, but it certainly is not now. The Times rather pushed back. The spokesperson said that piece was accurate and built on first-hand reporting of the facts, added that name-calling personal insults don't change that, nor will our journalists hesitate to cover this administration in the face of intimidation tactics like this. Daily Mail readers commented immediately. One commenter joked, "How dare anyone allege that the God Emperor of Cankles and Bruises not the God Emperor Cankles and Bruises is crazy work. Is doing anything but concentrating intensely when he closes his eyes at public ceremonies." A second person simply said, "Hit dogs holla." A third person wrote, "Grampy needs to calm down. We're not blind. We're seeing the farm specimen before us." Another person piled on with, Pop Piggy sounds cranky. Maybe he should lie down." Someone else declared, "No doubt about 47 is unfit both physically and mentally," while another quick, "Whether you like him or ham, the fact is that parts wear out." Oh no. Those reactions land because the 47 is sleeping montage practically updates itself at this point. It makes me think of that meme of "Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Goo goo, I got time for you. Da-na-na, lots to do, yeah. La da 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 da. Do 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 ba. Earlier this month, he appeared to doze off during a news conference about the cost of treatments. Cameras also caught him fading during White House ceremony when Melania spoke about foster care before he jolted back awake and started clapping as if that would erase the footage. Yes, we love the children. Did I do my job? Yes, Donnie, you did very good. Okay, I'm going back to school. There was also the moment beside White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Racist Miller, when 47's eyelids drooped mid compliment and he visibly sad before snapping upright. A similar scene unfolded during a roundtable in October where he slumped forward halfway through and momentarily disappeared into his own thoughts. He has thoughts? Wow, what a shocking concept. Then came the moment at the memorial service where 47 seemed out of it altogether, prompting speculation about whether he drifted again. Crick pointed to his sluggishness during a White House news conference where he appeared to nod off on Dr. Mehmet Oz's walk-through policy updates. Each instance was different, but the pattern was unmistakable. The man keeps getting caught losing the fight against gravity and drowsiness. Still, 47 tried to turn former President Joe Biden into the national nap mascot. Let me tell you something. He will go to Serta Mattress and get a brand deal before you ever would. In a sit down with the Saudi crown prince, he claimed Biden slept more than any president, saying his predecessor dozed off during the day, night, or on the beach, and called him the only guy who could fall asleep on the beach with the press watching. Because it was a beach day and he was minding his own damn business. You didn't say nothing about Chris Christie's fat ass on a damn beach when he blocked it off. But residents couldn't get to the damn beach. You didn't have nothing to say about that, did you? But the internet was quick. 47 had been photographed drifting off in the Oval Office just days earlier. Those clips resurfaced instantly. Every attempt to shame Biden became a mirror he had to stare into. Even as the questions piled up, the White House insisted his health remains exceptional and accused reports of exaggerating. But by the end of this saga, the storyline circled right back to the woman he tried to insult. A journalist said he looks worn out. 47 enraged, social media laughed. The more he did not look exhausted, the more the nation replayed the video showing him asleep at work, proving the report wasn't off at all. I need Stephen Colbert to bring back cartoon president. That's what I need him to do. Cartoon president. That's what I need you to do. By the way, if you don't think the president is racist, look at this shit right here from CNN. 47 will not invite South Africa to the G20 summit in the United States. Okay, the 47 administration will not invite South Africa to take part in the G20 events in hosting the United States next year. Will immediately stop payments to the African nation. President 47 said on Wednesday. At my direction, South Africa would not be receiving an invitation to the 2026 G20, which will be hosted in the great city of Miami, Florida. How convenient. Hey, Colton, good to see you, brother. How convenient that the G20 summit's going to be in Florida. So you're going to just go to Milagro? Not Milagro, child. Milagro. No, why would try to say not Milagro? She's on trial for scamming people in Miami. But that is crazy work. That is crazy work that the president's residence of child, hang on, give me a moment. Hang on. Give me a moment. Mar-a-Go. Yeah. So, Mar-a-Go, Milagro, same thing. That there is a place that scams and there's a person who's a scammer. Okay, moving on. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. 47 said in a post on social media, South Africa has demonstrated to the world that they are not a country worthy of membership anywhere. We are going to stop all payments and subsidies to them effectively immediately. The exclusion of South Africa from the meetings of the world's most important economies is an unprecedented step. It will mark the first time a country was outright excluded from them in its more than 20-year history. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa responded later Wednesday to what he called 47's regrettable statement. South Africa is a sovereign, constitutional, democratic country and does not appreciate insults from another country about its worth in participating in global platforms, the South African presidency said in a statement on Twitter. 47 suspended aid to South Africa in February, alleged discrimination against white farmers. You're talking about discrimination against white farmers, but yet your administration fucked up aid that farmers were supposed to get? Oh, my Lord Jesus. It is unclear what further payments and subsidies are being halted to the U.S. Boycott 2025 meeting in South Africa amid unfounded accusations that the government there is committing against white South Africans. The administration plans to invite Poland to participate at an elevated level at the 2026 gatherings, the source said. Oh my God. South African presidential spokesperson Vincent Maninga told CNN earlier Wednesday that they've heard similar speculation, but until we receive official communication, we'll take it as mere speculation. Poland, whose president has a warm relationship with U.S. President 47, is actively seeking membership in the G20. Karl Nowacki said after meeting 47 in September that 47 invited him to attend the G20 summit in 2026, that some will be hosted at the U.S. President's Golf Resort in Doral, Florida in December 2026. It's right next to the airport. It's the best location. It's beautiful. 47 said September. Poland's finance minister told Polish radio station RMF-FM last month that given that we have had 35 years of uninterrupted economic growth and are the 20th largest economy in the world, ahead of, among other, Switzerland, our aspirations to join the G20 are entirely justified. Meanwhile, relations between the United States and South Africa have plummeted under the 47 administration. In March, the State Department expelled the South African ambassador to the U.S., declaring him persona non grata. South Africa wrapped up its chairmanship of the group earlier this month without a high-level U.S. official present to receive the gavel as it took on the chairmanship. 47 claimed Wednesday that at the conclusion of the G20, South Africa refused to hand off the G20 presidency to a senior representative from our U.S. embassy who attended the closing ceremony. Child, you cannot make this shit up. And y'all say, not all y'all, but some of y'all say the president ain't racist. He's not inviting South Africa to a huge summit that should involve every country because every biased economy affects the world overall, but he's a businessman, the president. Said that one of them. More coming up here. White House Press Secretary Karen Levitt's relative detained by ISIS is coming to us from NBC News. The mother of Levitt's nephew is subject to deportation, sources said. Officials have detained the mother of White House Press Secretary Caroline Levitt's nephew amid 47 administration's ramped up immigration efforts. A source familiar with the matter confirmed to NBC News. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents took the woman into custody in Revere, Massachusetts this month, of course, said. A Department of Homeland Security spokesperson said Bruna Caroline Ferreira is a criminal illegal alien from Brazil who overstayed her tourist visa, which expired in June of 1999. The woman has an arrest warrant suspicion of Barry, the spokesperson said. So you can't arrest on a suspicion. It has to be a crime. Okay, so that's the first thing. It's not clear how the case was resolved. Ferreira, who the source familiar with the situation said has never lived with Levitt's nephew, is in the South Louisiana ICE processing center amid proceedings to have her removed, the DHS spokesperson said. Under President 47, DHS Secretary Kristen Noem, the spokesperson said all individuals unlawfully present in the United States are subject to deportation. The source said Levitt's nephew has lived full-time in New Hampshire with his father since he was born and has never resided with his mother, have not spoken to her in many years. The story was first reported by Boston University public broadcaster news platform WBUR. Levitt declined to comment to WBUR. Ferreira's family said a GoFundMe campaign that she was brought to the United States as a child in 1998 and that she has done everything in her power to build a stable, honest life here. It says she maintained her legal status in the United States by receiving protection under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals DACA program, which allows immigrants brought to the United States as children illegally to enjoy protection from removal. The Associated Press report Tuesday that DACA recipients have been among those detained in immigration sweeps. Homeland Security spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement published in the Associated Press report Tuesday that DACA recipients get leave status for a number of reasons, including if they committed a crime. So it's interesting that this has dropped off at the press secretary's doorstep. Apparently, also too, there's an age gap with her husband. So apparently, somebody thought that she was attractive enough to marry. It is amazing to me who can receive love and who cannot. Child. And then here's that report here from CNN just to show you that there were other people as well. So right here from CNN, this is the this is the mother right here. Trying to get the, what is this damn? There she is there. Now she's a beautiful woman. She looks better than Caroline Levitt, honestly. Sincerely. Brenay Ferreira came to the United States from Brazil as a child and by all accounts lived a life like any American, playing on the high school tennis team, again married and divorced, building a small business and helping raise her son. But when she was taken into custody by ICE agents earlier this month as she left her home in a Boston suburb to pick up her son from school, it didn't make headlines. She was another immigrant caught up in President's 47 deportation crackdown, despite having developed strong American roots. But during her arrest, Ferreira repeatedly told authorities that her son's aunt was the White House press secretary and sister, Don Santos Rodriguez, told the Boston Globe, former fiance, father of her 11-year-old son, the brother of Caroline Levitt. I'm sure she just tried to use whatever she come up with in the moment. Don Santos Rodriguez told the Globe, however, it didn't really help very much. Now, Ferreira's familiar connection to Levitt, one of the most prominent voices supporting 47's deportation push, has transformed her into a symbol of how far the immigration crackdown is reaching, and also provoked debate over her background. The administration described her as a criminal illegal alien. Really? You got somebody in the White House with 71 convictions, or 71, crimes, what have you? The allegations of him raping E. Jean Carroll was substantially true. He used campaign funds to pay off an Orange Star. Shall I keep going with the crimes? He got impeached twice. He almost made his vice president be unalived on January 6th, along with other people. Really? But she's a criminal illegal alien. Child, I'd rather have her than the president and his whole family. And what of it? Child, Caroline Levitt is not the white woman version of thirsty toxicity. I don't know what's happening in the world, child. Who has been arrested for battery, allegedly. But her lawyers say that she has no criminal record and previously had protection from deportation as a part of Obama era deferred action for childhood arrivals program. Fiera, 33, is now detained in an ICE detention center in Louisiana, facing deportation proceedings. She broke up with her son's father, Levitt's brother, Michael Levitt, 35, about a decade ago. Her sister told the Globe, a source familiar with the situation told CNN that Ferrer, the White House press secretary, have not spoken in many years. Ferrer's attorney, Todd Paramu, told CNN's Jim Sudo on Wednesday she's a part of the Levitt family lives, adding the White House press secretary is Ferrer's son's godmother. Are you serious? So wait a minute. Even though, and listen, divorces happen, right? But that don't mean the connection is dead. But my Lord, you're the godmother to this son, and you're going to support a president that is deporting the mother of your godson? Child, sometimes the devil is on earth. I'm not just talking about thirsty toxicity, everybody. Listen, Vieira came to the United States at the age of 6 with her parents from Brazil. Don Santos Rodriguez told the Globe, calling her more American than she is anything else. Vieira arrived in the U.S. on tourist visa that required her to leave the country in 1999, according to a DHS spokesperson. But Primera argued that a 6-year-old isn't responsible for breaking the law. A 6-year-old such as her won't be responsible for being in a visa violation status 6 months after her 18th birthday. By then, she already had DACA, which is a lawful process, primarily said on Alfred, referring to the Obama immigration program that grants temporary protection from deportation for those brought to the U.S. as children. Paramu adds Ferreira is in the middle of applying for a green card, which she has been waiting for 27 years. That is ridiculous. Waiting for 27 damn years. Like I said, y'all got a president and administration and supporters who are more toxic than this woman who has done more good than the rest of them on the other side. I mean, no damn sense. Fiera grew up in suburban Boston and attended Melrose High School, where she played on the 10th team, graduated in 2011, according to school yearbooks. In her senior yearbook, she chose to quote La Vida and Bella. She wrote that in the year 2021, she would be older, wiser, and successful. Fiera married a high school classmate a few months after graduation, but they separated the following year, divorced in 2014, according to court records. By that time, Fiera was engaged to Michael Levitt, Caroline Levitt's older brother, who ran his family auto dealership in New Hampshire, according to a 2014 article in the same newspaper about him winning $1 million in the fantasy football competition. The article featured a photo of Michael Levitt Ferreira and their then 8-month-old son beaming while posing with a huge novelty check. Ferreira told the newspaper that the family didn't have any big needs to spend the money on. I need to fix the lights on the back of my car. She said, we need a lamp for my son's room. Other than that, we don't really need much. We have our health. We have a nice condo. We are blessed. We are really blessed, rather. Court records at the time show Fiera listed her address as a home Michael Levitt owned at Atkinson, New Hampshire, just over the border of Massachusetts. Facebook posts posed by Fiera show her spending time with her young son, going trick-or-treating and taking him to his first Red Sox game. The couple never married, but their son lived with his father in New Hampshire after his mother moved back to Massachusetts, according to a source familiar with the situation told CNN. Michael Levitt told CNN affiliate WMU on Tuesday night that Ferreira has maintained a relationship with their son, but the boy has not spoken to her since detention. He described the situation as difficult and said he just wants the best for his son. Back in Massachusetts, Fiera ran a home cleaning business, according to social media postings of friends. Lisa Batista, who worked for Ferreira for about 2 years at a Boston area nightclub in 2016-2017, remembered her as being very friendly, hardworking. She said she was shocked to hear when another former co-worker told her Wednesday morning that Ferreira had been detained by ICE. Fiera remained present in her son's life, frequently driving to and from New Hampshire to visit him, cooking him Brazilian cuisine, taking him to Dave & Buster's. Don Santos Rodriguez told the Globe. Don Santos Rodriguez said the family has not heard from Caroline Levitt. Michael Levitt urged to tell his sister to self-deport to Brazil. Don Santos said, but she said the U.S. is Fiera's home. Fiera's son needs his mom home. Don Santos Rodriguez said he's always asking, where's my mom coming home? Will she be home for Thanksgiving? Will she be home for Christmas? Ferreira told CNN that when he spoke to Ferreira, she was crying. She just wants her son. And this is what happens when America is a bunch of fucked up idiots. to all the supporters of the president. You happy now? Seriously, you happy? Everybody who works in his administration, you happy with those checks in your pocket? The president, are you really happy that the press secretary's godson's mom is deported? Are you happy about that? Child. Damn shame. But God forbid Eric 47 and Don 47 Jr., right? God forbid if they married a foreign woman and the mother was deported. God forbid that happens. God forbid that. God forbid Ivanka marries somebody foreign. And, you know, her husband, which is Jared Kushner, but still, you get the point. That made no damn sense, child. And by the way, speaking of more things happening here, the United States is planning to cut support to the outside national security and DEI initiatives. Yes, I know. Documents show the Pentagon plans to cut ties to the organization formerly known as Boy Scouts, sign changes the organization has made, including allowing girls to join in. Yeah, I know. So right here, where there are a number of documents shared by a source with the Department of Defense, including a draft report to Congress from heads explaining why the Pentagon won't be supporting next year's Scout Jamboree, which is a gathering about 15 to 20,000 youth and leaders in West Virginia about every 4 years. Military provides logistical and medical support, and we also have memos and draft orders relating to other ways the military is going to cut ties, and they're not going to let Scout troops meet on military bases anymore. They also stopped offering incentives that channel a lot of top Scouts into military service. Yeah. There is a law approved by Congress that requires Pentagon to support at no cost to the Scouts when there's an escape hatch. The Secretary can waive support if he determines the effort will be detrimental to national security. So you mean to tell me the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, right, that learn how to do knots and, you know, Scouts honor and know how to make a fire and other things, they're a threat to national security? But you release war plans in the Sentinel group chat where the editor of the Atlantic got it? Okay. So it hasn't been delivered to Congress yet, but the draft has saying that there's a limited budget, a lot of international challenges. It will harm the U.S. to divert resources to the chief event, but he also offers these other reasons why supporting scouting hurts America. He says scouting America promotes DEI and that it's rebranded itself to be journalists, attack boy-friendly spaces, and strayed from a mission to cultivate masculine values. And this is coming from a person who has a makeup room inside the Department of Defense. A makeup room for TV appearances. Okay, child. Damn shame. Finally, last thing here. Millions of immigrants to remain in the U.S. to be reviewed at the White House. Here, this comes to us from Newsweek. The U.S. government will speed up efforts to review the immigration status of every single person at this country over the last 4 years. Stephen Racist Miller, a senior advisor to President 47, said on Wednesday what you've heard. President 47, the breaking news here tonight is that the government is going to accelerate efforts to review every single person added to this country over the last 4 years, he told Fox News, estimating that will amount to 20 million immigrants. The undocumented immigrant population in the United States reached 14 million in 2023, according to nonpartisan think tank Pew Research Center. President 47 said earlier on Wednesday that individuals who arrived in the U.S. from Afghanistan during the Biden administration should have their status re-examined. 47 spoke after it emerged. 2 West Virginia National Guard members deployed in Washington, D.C. Have been pounded and injured with an Afghan national named as a suspect. So, just wanted to guys let you know that. And then finally, there was one other thing I wanted y'all to know about. I thought I had this on the rundown, but here's this here in case you guys did not know. 47 opens the door to Obamacare subsidy extension. President said extension of the subsidies that help people pay for insurance may be necessary by the time broader overhaul. Right here, President 47 on Tuesday suggested that he was open to extending Obamacare subsidies that are set to expire at the end of the year. It would give Congress time to make changes that he supports to the federally run healthcare program, healthcare plan rather. Some kind of extension may be necessary to get something done because the Unaffordable Care Act has been a disaster. 47 told reports on Air Force One referring to Obamacare's official name, the Affordable Care Act. The president in recent weeks has backed the plan to give money directly to Obamacare enrollees through health savings accounts, grant federal funds from enhanced subsidies at low insurance premiums. Don't give any money to the insurance companies, give it to the people directly. Let them go out and buy their own healthcare plan. 47 again said Tuesday we're looking into that. So that is everything that you need to know there. Though his comments left the door open to a narrow extension of the subsidies to work out plan. To work out the details of the plan involving health savings accounts. The president also knocked down a plan floated by the White House as recently Sunday that he would extend the subsidies for 2 years. Somebody said, I want to extend them for 2 years. I don't want to extend them for 2 years. I'd rather not extend them at all, 47 said. So he changed his mind that some kind of extension may be necessary. So ain't the best news in the world because we know who the president is, but there it is there. Also, too, don't get excited for the fact that it's going to be that all the immigrant applications are going to be reviewed because they can say no to every single person and then ban them all. So, but just wanted to let you know there's other things going on in the world, you know. Just thought you should know. Speaking of other things going on in the world, from Baller Alert, iHeartRadio just drew a line to saying no AI music, no fake DJs ever. Okay. iHeartRadio has made it clear it won't be playing AI generated music or using synthetic voices on its airwaves. The decision was outlined in a staff memo by Tom Holman, president of the national program at iHeartMedia. In the note obtained by Billboard, company is committed to authentic human connection. That means keeping its talent and music root and real creativity. We guarantee that we're never playing AI music. One iHeart host confirmed on air. We actually put out a memo this week about there won't be AI music, AI listeners, none of that. The policy comes at a time when AI generated music and digital avatars are gaining traction in the industry, but iHeartRadio isn't jumping on that trend. Instead, the company is choosing to prioritize content made and voiced by actual people. The memo addressed the growing concerns about the role of AI in media, especially for listeners and creators alike. iHeartMedia previously conducted a survey revealing that most U.S. audiences still prefer human-made content and they're wary of where AI is heading. While other platforms experiment with bots and digital personalities, iHeart is taking a different route. Whether this stance becomes a long-term standard or a simple short-term statement, it's a move that sends a clear message to hard radio for now remains human. And congratulations to that, because radio is supposed to be human. Like, I fell in love with the Tom Joyner morning show because of Tom Joyner. You know what I mean? So we need human beings because the world is made of human beings. But that's neither here nor there, but a very important point. Speaking of things that you need to know, right? So from CBS News, lightning on Mars, scientists, right, believe they detected crackling sounds on the red planet. Scientists have detected what they believe to be lightning on Mars by eavesdropping on the whirlwind recorded by NASA's Perseverance rover. The crackling of electrical discharges were captured by a microphone on the rover, a French-led team reported Wednesday. The researchers documented 55 instances of mini lightning over 2 Martian years, primarily during dust storms and dust devils. Almost occurred on the windiest Martian sols or days during dust storms and dust devils. Just inches in size, the electrical arcs occurred within 6 feet of the microphone perched atop the rover's tall mast, part of the system for examining Martian rocks via camera and lasers. Sparks from the electrical discharges and kinetic electricity on Earth clearly audible amid the noisy wind gusts and dust particles smacking the microphone. So I thought this was so cool. Right here it says, like a thunderstorm on Earth, but barely visible with the naked eye. Lightning has already been confirmed on Jupiter, Saturn, Mars has long been suspected of having it too. So I wanted to bring this to y'all, and also too, we do have the audio. So here we go. Here, let me get this here. Here it is. Here, everybody. So this is the audio. Listen for it. Here we go. You hear that? Right there. How cool is that? There's lightning on the planets. That is so cool. That is so cool. One more time, yeah. We're going to do at the 10-minute mark. Here we go. That is so cool. Because you would think lightning is just here in the United States, right? So I know for all the science geeks and nerds and everybody between there freaking out, and I freaked out this morning when I first saw this destination. I had to bring it to y'all. So here is more things that you need to geek out over. Check this out from The Verge. You can play classic Nintendo games on these custom SNES inspired sneakers, right? So the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, right? You can actually plug these in. Those are the ports for all the video outputs. Yeah. Designer Gustavo Bazzani blended 90s fashion technology to create their custom Air SNES sneakers. To celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Super Nintendo's launch in Japan, where it was called the Super Famicom, designer Gustavo Bazzani created a homage that blends 90s fashion and technology. The Air SNES are a heavily customized version of the Nike Air Max 90, inspired by other gaming themed sneakers like the Bull Air Shoe Boys, but Bazzani's creation doubles as a functional retro console. Given the size of the Super Nintendo and the chunky cartridges used, Bazzani decided to try trimming down and shrinking the console's electronics to fit inside a shoe that was still wearable. They instead opted to go with the illumination round and use a compact Raspberry Pi Zero-W. It has more than enough processing power to play 16-bit SNES games using the RetroPie emulator that Bazzani customized to match the look and feel of the sneaker. And there it is there. The battery is good up to 30 minutes of gameplay. So you can play Super Mario Brothers from your shoes. From your own shoes that you wear. You can play video games. Shout out to Gustavo. Listen, we love that. We love that. But you won't find the micro computer hidden away in the Soul, the Air Max 90. All electronics, including a battery with enough capacity for up to 30 minutes of gameplay, can be found inside the sneaker's tongue, which is so cool. The Raspberry Pi Zero-W includes a integrated mini HDMI port, but to make the design feel like it could exist in 1990, Brenay added a small analog converter so the Air SNES connects to the TV using retro RCA cables. So there is, so the sneakers wirelessly connect to original SNES gamepad that has been upgraded with Bluetooth using a kit from 8-Bit. So that is so cool. Right here, given the ever-growing popularity of retro gaming nostalgia sneaker culture, there's little doubt that Bazzani could sell as many pair of Air SNES as they could make. But unfortunately, they're just a one-off creation with no plans to commercialize the design. Let me tell you something. Nintendo will get onto this shit and they will sell the fuck out of this. Hey, Linnell, so good to see you. They will sell the fuck out of this, okay? So I just want y'all to know about that. Now, the younger version of Thirsty Toxicity, Brenay Kennard, you guys may remember her because she cheated, right, with Tim, and Tim was married to Miss Montague, right? So, child, at the end of the case, Brenay Kennard, the younger version of Thirsty Toxicity, has to pay $1.75 million, and she went on the news saying she wasn't paying the ex-wife. Now facing a writ of execution as the court moves to collect the judgment. Okay, so here it is here. Due as of today, 1,700,000, and her name is Akira Montague. So Brenay basically cheated with Tim, and Tim was married to Akira Montague, and then Brenay was married to, hang on. she was married to, hang on, I want to make sure I get this right. Let me see here. I'm trying to see who she was. Former Devon. So Brenay was married to Devon, and Akira was married to Tim. So Brenay and Tim did what they did. So Akira sued, and now Brenay Kennard has to pay $1,775,569.12. So the court is now seeking that judgment, right? So fast forward to now, new documents show the judge has issued a writ of execution, meaning collection has officially started. Subpoenas were sent out to Apple, PayPal, other platforms, tracked down her accounts, and the sheriff is clear to start pulling whatever funds they find toward the judgment. Sis said she wasn't paying, but the court said, oh, yes, you are. So there is there. See, that's what happens when you do wrong by people. When you do wrong by people, people will do wrong by you. So listen, the younger version of Thirsty Toxicity, Brenay Kennard has to go through some shit. Don't let that be you, okay? All right. Finally, everybody. Very, very sad story here. Shout out to rollout.com, celebrating 25 years, on to the next 25. Viola Fletcher, 111 years old, carried Tulsa's trauma along. Viola Fletcher vowed the horrific memory will be something I'll never forget. She was the last survivor of the Tulsa race massacre, right? It says here, today our city mourns for the loss of Mother Viola Fletcher, a survivor of one of the darkest chapters in our city's history. Mother Fletcher endured more than anyone should, yet she spent her life lighting a path forward with purpose, Nicole shared on social media. So she passed away at 111 years old. What a life. He continued, Mother Fletcher carried 111 years of truth, resilience, and grace, and was a reminder of how far we've come and how far we still must go. She never stopped advocating for justice for the survivors and descendants of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. And I hope we can carry forward her legacy with the courage and conviction she modeled every day of her life. The grandmother of 6, who resided in North Texas, spoke with CBS News in 2021 about how the massacre remained with her constantly. It will be something I'll never forget. She had a beautiful smile on her face. Dr. Michael Carter Sr., a global leader of the Black Wall Street movement, told blackwallstreet.org, we are at a complete and immeasurable loss of words. At the transition of Queen Mother Viola, Dr. Carter further affirmed that Black Wall Street USA will establish the Viola Ford Fletcher Lifetime Recognition Award, honoring exceptional longevity, spiritual devotion, and steadfast service to God and country. So, for those of you who don't know, there was a district called the Greenwood District, celebrated as Black Wall Street, was decimated when a white mob attacked after a black man was accused of assaulting a black woman. The day-long assault claimed the lives of over 300 black residents, and displaced thousands more as white rioters targeted black residents, riots at businesses, set fire to buildings. Martial law was declared as the National Guard arrived, assisting in the detention of black residents. According to the Tulsa Historical Society and Museum, more than 35 blocks were burned, and approximately 6,000 people were detained, some held as long as 8 days. Reflecting on life before the violence, Fletcher told CBS News, we had friends, played outside, and would visit the neighbors and were just happy with our parents there, just loved being there. Right here, Leslie Benfield Randall, who celebrated her 111th birthday earlier this month, is now the sole remaining survivor of the massacre. And so there's a reparations lawsuit that is going on. In 2020, Randall Fletcher and Fletcher's brother Hugh Van Els, who passed away in 2023, joined other plaintiffs that filed a lawsuit against the city and county of Tulsa, demanding reparations for the massacre's impact. And also, too, the federal government definitely had something to do with that. The federal government actually came out and admitted their part in it. However, compensation may be finally coming. Last year, Nichols made history as Tulsa's first black mayor. In June, he introduced a $105 million initiative to mark the inaugural Tulsa Massacre Observance Day. According to the New York Times, this road to repair plan is designed to tackle the social, socioeconomic and health inequities that trace back to the massacre. So good news there. Sad that Viola Fletcher is no longer here with us, everybody. Y'all, that's our show. That is the whole kit and caboodle, as they say, everybody. Want to end it on a good note for you all. For those of you who may not know, there will be a new book talking about the times in life of Glinda's childhood that will be coming out, I believe, next year. But for those of you who are wondering if there are any plans to continue the world of Wicked, I have some news for you. I have some news for you here. From Variety.com, Wicked sequels being figured out at Universal Pictures. Things are underway to see how we can continue in this universe after Wicked for Good's record-breaking start at the box office. Universal Pictures is ready for more stories set in the land of Oz. Michael Moses, the studio's chief marketing officer, told Vulture that things are underway to continue the Wicked franchise on screen. Whether that means a new movie or television series remains to be seen, but Universal is clearly interested in expanding the world of Wicked and keeping the franchise very much alive. So just wanted to let you guys know that. If you missed our Wicked 3 conversation, go back and watch that, because me and Phil Mecker talked about that, and we talked about how maybe the Grimmery could be TV series after Wicked 3. Then we learn about the Grimmery and TV series. So things are happening. So I'm gonna turn on my camera now because we done the whole show over an hour. Yes, we have. What a show today. Like I said, Ray J, fuck you, your existence, and everybody who supports your ass. And I hope your rights get terminated permanently. And your virtual mama, Thirsty Toxicity, and your virtual dad, Kanye West, need to be put down mentally and otherwise. Nicki Minaj, the virtual daughter of Thirsty Toxicity and the virtual daughter of Kanye West. Child, you are a PDF file supporter who does not care about laws protecting children, and you're also a moccasin part, so you get what you get and pay that man his fucking money. 47, everything go on in the world. 47, child, we had one job on November 4th, and the rest of y'all fucked it up. iHeartRadio, shout out to y'all for doing the right thing and wanting real music and also to real human being talent. And listen, if you ever need some human being talent, just do an open casting call for new podcasts and radio shows, and believe me, I will be applying for sure. To hear that lightning on Mars was so cool. It was so cool. And it goes to show you that science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM, is so important. Every industry matters, because without every industry, we want to have a world and let the church say yes, 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 amen, amen, amen. Those shoes that would allow you to play up to 30 minutes of video games from the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. How cool was that? I want a pair of my damn self. Now, can you make some Nintendo 64 shoes? I'm just asking. Brenay Kennard, the younger version of Thirsty Toxicity, having to pay $1.75 million. Bitch, pay that woman her money, okay? Pay the money. You have a writ of execution, and you have 3 subpoenas to Apple and PayPal and other platforms, okay? Listen, pay Akira Montague her money, all right? Good Lord Jesus. When you do right by people, people will do right by you. But when you do wrong by people, people will do wrong by you. And Viola Fletcher, rest in peace to your beautiful 111 years. What a great life. Thank you for the wisdom, the care, the sincerity that you put up in the earth. And hopefully you are having a wonderful homecoming celebration in heaven right now. Say hi to my big mama, my uncle, and everybody in between up there. And then finally, Wicked is continuing with their Universal style. Good things to come. One love, much love, all love. You know what? We got the Braxtons today. We have not done the season finale after show review. We'll talk about that a little bit later on tonight, 6 o'clock. One love, much love, all love. I feel love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend. Shop Black-owned businesses, local businesses, okay, for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Love you all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking? Are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring a bitch. Oh, there's power in turning the other cheek. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about people that like to throw shade, you don't fight shade with shade. The only thing that overrides and destroys the shade is the sunlight. See, your light got to be so bright that you keep that bitch where they belong. In the shadows, the dark. The bitch is invisible, and we don't see you, girl. See, you don't go back and forth with a person that's hating on you, because when you do that, you become just like them. A weak bitch. So the next time they mention your name in a status or your name come up in a conversation, don't respond because you're too high to look that low. We can't go back and forth with people that we can't reach and that's not on our level. We not sitting at the same table eating the same meals.